I don't know about all of you, but I've had that song in my head after playing Shake and Spill. And I see that Mabel is wanting to shake some things up today too. Do you see a message behind me? Now, kindergartners, Mabel must be really wanting to tell us something with math today. Mabel, you must have been doing a good job listening to all of our math lessons so far. Should I read it? I think I should. Dear Miss Graves, don't forget that in subtraction, we use lots of tools to solve, not just a number bond. Love, Mabel. Mabel, that is so true. In subtraction and addition, there's way more tools than just a number bond. And I bet you're reminding me of this because the last 2 games we've played have been with a number bond. Should we try a new game today? Or using a new tool? I think so. Maybe we could even do shake and spill, but with a new tool. Oh, but you wrote something else, Mabel. I'm sorry. She also said P.S. Subtraction can be shown as breaking apart. Oh, of course, we remember this part from yesterday, Mabel. Mabel wanted to remind us that yesterday we learned that subtraction can be seen as breaking apart. Now, Mabel's advice is really great. Kindergartners, it's important that we remember to keep using lots of different tools, not just a number bond. So I think we should take Mabel's advice and go ahead and use a 10 frame to do this work today. Today you're going to need this paper that's in your math packet. It has 3 10 frames on the front and 3 10 frames on the back. You are once again going to need your cup with your counters in them. You need up to 10. You are once again going to need either a red and yellow marker or crayon or just a pencil if that is what you have around you for this today. We're going to be playing Shake and Spill once again. But today, our job is going to figure out really how to play this game and practice breaking apart with a 10 frame instead of a number bond. So I want you to pause me, go get those items. Why don't you sing Shake It Off while you're going and then come right back and press play. Go. You're back already? Oh, I know, that song's gonna be in your head again. I know. So today we're going to use the 10 frame to break apart or use subtraction to solve these answers. What we're going to do is we're going to take our cup again. Now you're just going to watch me for these first 2 tries. Just like yesterday, you actually don't need to do anything along with me. Just watch me. Put your things down and just watch, and then after the video, it's your turn. Just like yesterday, I'm going to be shaking up how many counters are inside. But I don't need to record anything beforehand. I just need to have this nearby for after. So I'm going to start with 10 counters in my cup. Remember that you can do 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 counters in your cup as your whole. That's my whole. And then the red counters and the yellow counters are the parts. Remember, we are doing the same as yesterday where we're using our whole and then we're taking the yellow, subtracting the yellow from the whole, and then figuring out how many red counters there are in all. All right, I'm going to start with my first step of shaking it on up. I'm going to dump it down, and I'm going to take my cup off, and I am going to see how many red and how many yellow counters there are. If they're flipped, try to keep them how you see them first. So I am going to move all of my yellow to one part and my red over to the other part. Then on my 10 frame mat, I am going to record the yellow. I am going to count how many yellow I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to record that in my 10 frame. So I'm going to draw 5 yellow counters, circles. Now if you see I have 5 filled in, how many counters do we have in all? Oh, you're right, 10. So if I know that I have 5 filled in, but I need to get to 10 right down here, this circle right down here. How many red counters do I think are down there without counting? Without counting them. Well, if I wanted this 10 frame filled in, how many red counters do I think would be down there? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think that there are 5 red counters down on the floor. Should I check? Let's check together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, if I were writing a number sentence to match this work, here's what I would do. I would start with my whole, and I had 10 counters in all. So I'm starting with my whole of 10. Now I want to take away my yellow, which there are 5 of. So I'm going to write a 5 next. And then I'm going to write my equal sign. And how many red did we figure out based off our 10 frame? Not by counting on the floor. You're right again. We figured out we have 5 red. 10 take away 5 yellow counters equals 5 red counters. Now, kindergartners, it's time we do it again. This time, I don't want all 10 in here. I'm actually only going to put 7 counters in to my cup. So my whole this time will not be 10 counters filled in, but instead it will look something like 7. Before I shake, I want to figure out how many squares it is to 7. If I know this is 5, and then I need only 2 more to get to 7. So my 10 frame will be filled up to here, okay? I need to know that for after I shake. Time to shake, 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 and then dump. I lift up my cup, and then I spread apart to my red and my yellow. I see I have some red and some yellow. I only want to focus on counting the yellow, and I have 4 yellow. So I'm going to fill that in. And then kindergartners, I only need to get to here. How many red do I think are down below that have spilled out of my cup? Let's see. 1, 2, and 3. Let me fill that in on my 10 frame and then double check my work. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I need to give my brain a kiss. Alrighty. And then to write a number sentence to match, I'm not going to start with 10. My whole in my cup was 7 this time. 7, take away 4 yellow equals 3 red. 3 red counters. Kindergartners, we are playing this game today to remind ourselves that a way to show subtraction is to break apart things. Breaking apart can be shown through subtraction problems, just as Mabel had reminded us today. We can show how breaking apart can be shown in subtraction using a 10 frame, because that is one of our really great tools in math. Thank you for listening to this today, kindergartners. It's now your turn to play Shake and Spill all on your own. You're going to shake and spill 6 times, and you are going to record your work on all 6 10 frames. Don't forget to turn in your great work to your teachers. They want to see all of the shaking and spilling you've done today. Don't forget to also play some Taylor Swift, Shake It Off, while you're playing this fun game. See you tomorrow, kindergartners.